Hey guys, welcome back to The Swarm. Thanks for joining us. One of the easiest ways to cut down on your carbon footprint is to drive your vehicle less and use shared transport or carpool. But what if driving is your only option? Today, we will compare the sustainability of electric and combustion vehicles. Experts agree that electric cars are cleaner than traditional cars powered by fossil fuels. But the question is, by how much? Breaking down the life cycles of both options to compare can give us a better understanding of the difference. During the manufacturing of vehicles, it has been demonstrated that an electric vehicle requires the consumption of more energy than cars that run on fossil fuels. A report from the Union of Concerned Scientists describes an increase of manufacturing emissions of 15% in mid-size electric vehicles and 68% for full-size over a similar gasoline vehicle. The majority of this increase is due to the exotic materials in electric batteries that require more energy during resource collection, refining, and manufacturing. Electric vehicle manufacturing is still considered to be in its infancy, but as technologies improve, this difference will reduce. The carbon footprint associated with the shipping of electric and gasoline vehicles will be similar due to the dominant variable being size rather than weight. As such, we can assess any variation to be negligible between electric and gasoline vehicles. Once the vehicle hits the road, we use a miles per gallon of gasoline equivalent for electric vehicles to compare with the MPG of gasoline cars. The equivalent MPG of an electric vehicle is assessed from looking at the kilowatt hours it consumes during each charge and how far the car can travel on one charge. This equivalent MPG will actually vary from state to state, depending on factors such as the type of power plant that supplies the energy, the efficiency of the electricity network, and the time of day the car is being charged. If you're charging in Indiana, Kentucky, New Mexico, Utah, Virginia, and West Virginia, you might want to look to another state, as over 95% of the energy produced comes from the fossil fuels. Those driving EVs in Idaho, Illinois, Maine, New Hampshire, New York, Oregon, South Dakota, and Washington will rest a little easier, as over 50% of the energy produced comes from non-fossil fuel sources. The average MPGE of electric vehicles is 104 and reduces to 76 when combined with hybrid vehicles. The average MPG of fossil-fueled vehicles is currently 24.7. You can find out the fuel economy data from our app or website, which is sourced from the US Department of Energy and the EPA. These figures lead to a significant reduction in energy consumption for the electric car, a reduction that accounts for the increased manufacturing energy by the end of the third year of operation. While there is little historical data on the lifetime of electric car batteries, if we take the most common warranty at 8 years, it is reasonable to expect the lifetime carbon footprint to be significantly less than that of a gasoline vehicle. So, what is the final verdict? As we mentioned, it does depend on which state you live in. But on average, electric vehicles produce less than half the emissions of a combustion engine each year, and that includes the extra manufacturing energy. It is clear that even for worst-case scenarios, the reductions are significant. As technologies improve to provide faster charging, greater range, and improved manufacturing techniques, the benefits can only increase significantly. In 2017, there were 199,826 electric vehicles out of a total of 17.2 million total cars sold in the US, which is only 1% of total sales. With over half the population in the US concerned with climate change, this number is lower than it should be. So, if you're considering purchasing a new vehicle, make sure you check out the electric alternative and consider the long-term benefits to not only our planet, but also your fuel cost savings. The US Department of Energy has an app to help locate charging stations or use Tesla's turn-by-turn navigation to locate a supercharger that can charge 50% of the battery in 20 minutes. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join the swarm. See you next time.